Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day so far. My name is JurassicKM and welcome to today's Repaint video. Recently I had to go into the city and I stopped by Valley Village just to have a look around, and Valley Village is the gift that keeps on giving because I found not one but two bootleg Hasbro JP3 Re-Ak-Atak Tyrannosaurus Rex figures. These were only $2 a piece, so I couldn't say no. And what we're going to do with this one, as much as it reminds me of the T-Rex from Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues for the Super Nintendo, that's not what we're going to be tackling today. Although, spoiler alert, I will be tackling that color scheme sometime this year. What we're going to do with this one, much like what we did with the bootleg Triceratops earlier this year, is we are going to repaint this one to not be a complete recreation, but to pay homage to the original Hasbro figure. This bootleg does have a couple of screw holes that needs to be filled in with Milliput, so let me take care of that, and then we are going to wash the figure, then prime it, and put the 2:1 tan base coat, and then we're going to jump right into the coloring. For the body of this T-Rex, we are going to do a 1:1 mix of leaf green and forest green, but we're going to dilute it with a 1:3 paint to water ratio, and we're going to cover the entire body except for the inside of the mouth. And just as a heads up, you're going to want to do 2 coats of this base color just to get that nice solid effect. First thing that we're going to tackle now that this base color green is dry is the underbelly. And for that, we're going to use a 1:3 wash of early spring green. Looking at the original Hasbro figure, it has this purple pattern applied to it, but the pattern looks like it was applied really haphazardly. So I'm going to do a 1:1 mix of African Violet and Burnt Umber. I'm going to dilute it 1:3 paint to water, and we're going to apply a stripe pattern that looks more akin to what the male Tyrannosaurs have in the films. Before we apply the darker stripe along the spine that's on the original figure, we are going to tone down this green and purple first. So we're going to do a 1:10 of raw umber, and we're going to apply it everywhere except the inside of the mouth and the underbelly. Just to make the texture pop better on the underbelly, we're going to do a 1:15 of leaf green on it. While we're waiting for the wash to dry, we are going to take care of the eyeballs, nostrils, and claws. So for eyeballs, we're just doing yellow straight out of the cap. Then we're going to do black straight out of the cap for the pupil, the nostrils, and the claws. Now we're going to do the dark pattern, and I like how it looks on the original figure, so I'm going to try and recreate that as best as I can. So for this, we're going to do a 1:1 mix of hunter green and black, and then we're going to do a 1:1 paint to water ratio and apply those stripes. Now it's time to tackle the inside of the mouth. So for the jaw muscles and the inside of the mouth, we are just going to do blush pink straight out of the cap. Once the blush pink has dried, we need to differentiate the tongue from the rest of the mouth. So in order to do that, we are going to use some cherry blossom pink, and then we're going to take some antique white, and we're going to take care of the teeth while we're here. The mouth colors do look a little bright, so we're going to take that 1:10 raw umber that we used on the figure earlier, and we're going to apply that to the inside of the mouth. Next up, we need to take care of that open wound, so we are going to use some white for the ribs, and then once those ribs have dried, we are going to do our 1:1 to 1:1 of deep red, cherry blossom pink, blush pink, and African violet, 2:1 paint to water, and apply that to the muscles. Then we're going to do a 1:2 wash of deep red, and we are going to dab that on the open wound. Once that has dried, we are going to clear coat the entire figure, and then we're going to add the clear nail polish to the eyes, nostrils, mouth, claws, and open wound, and we're going to call it a day with this one. And thus concludes this repaint of this bootleg Hasbro Jurassic Park 3 Re-Ak-Atak T-Rex. Again, I had a lot of fun with this little exercise paying tribute to the original Hasbro figure while putting my own creative spins on it. Next time, we will be taking a look at the other bootleg T-Rex that I picked up, but I'm going to save the details on that for the next episode. Folks, if you've made it this far into the video, I do want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch it. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for any future notifications, and share this video around. And until next time, this is JurassicKM, signing off.